Hi, I'm Noah Tallerman and I'm head of product design at Fleet. I'm excited to walk you through Fleet's roadmap over the next 90 days, as well as give you a look ahead into the near future, the big opportunities that Fleet is looking into. In the next 90 days, Fleet is going to work on improving dashboarding and graphs for vulnerabilities. Today, Fleet shows you a list of software on the dashboard. Fleet is going to add graphs for the riskiest vulnerabilities based on EPSS, CVSS, known exploits, as well as other factors. And Fleet is going to show graphs based on the oldest vulnerabilities. This way, we can get an idea of which vulnerabilities we need to go after in terms of our patching efforts. Fleet's also going to improve scripts. Script execution in Fleet today allows you to run a script on one or more devices. Fleet's going to allow you to schedule a script so that it runs on a schedule. Fleet is also going to add the ability to run scripts offline, and that way, when our end users are disconnected from the network, those crucial scripts that keep important OS settings enforced continue to run even when the end user is offline. Fleet's also going to add the ability to filter hosts based on custom host vitals. Fleet added the ability to add custom host vitals to the host details page. For example, let's hop in and check out Alan's Mac. If I head to the list of queries here, I can see the results of a custom query as host vitals on the host details page. Fleet is going to add the ability to filter your list of hosts by the result you see for the custom query. Recently, Fleet's been working on improvements to deploying certificates on macOS hosts. This is so that our end users can connect to corporate network. Fleet's going to work on the same improvements to deploy certificates to Windows and Linux workstations as well. Fleet's also going to continue work on becoming a Microsoft Intune compliance partner, which will allow us to say if an end user is failing one or more or a specific set of policies, they won't be allowed to log into Entra until they resolve those policies via Fleet Desktop. And I'll show Fleet Desktop. Fleet is also going to work on increasing our list of Fleet maintained apps. Today, Fleet supports 20 apps on Mac and Windows. We want to get to 100 total, meaning 50 Windows and 50 macOS apps in this list of Fleet maintained apps. That way it's easy to add and deploy this list of common apps. Fleet's also going to work on patching these apps. So for example, being able to say if an end user has a version of this software that's below the version of the Fleet maintained app, that app will get installed. Fleet wants to do this when end users are free. Recently, Fleet's been working on features called scheduled maintenance or maintenance windows, booking time when the end user is free so that we don't interrupt whether they're on a Zoom call, doing important work, etc. Fleet is going to book time when the user is free on their calendar and will trigger the update or the patch during that time specifically. If you don't want to use calendars, you can trigger the patch yourself in Fleet or tell Fleet to update it the next time the host checks in to Fleet. Fleet's also going to add the ability to download the Fleet D agent. Instead of running the Fleet control package command to create Fleet's agent, you'll be able to click to download the agent and deploy that agent to enroll your hosts to Fleet. In addition, Fleet's also working on account-based user enrollment, which Apple added recently, a new way to enroll BYOD iPhones and iPads. The end user will be able to log in using their work email on their iPhone and their iPad, heading into settings, logging in with their work email, and enrolling their BYOD device to Fleet. We're also going to work on improvements to BYOD Android. We shipped the first iteration recently over the last 30 days. We're going to add the ability to enforce OS updates, apply configuration profiles to enforce OS settings like pin length, and also deploy software to the work profile on those BYOD Android devices. Last, Fleet is going to work on surfacing what MDM commands were run and when on specific hosts, in addition to the ability to cancel those commands So here in the activity on the host details page, we'll be able to see when the lock command was ran, when a custom MDM command was ran for auditability, and then we'll also be able to cancel those commands if they're a lower priority or if we made a mistake and just don't want to run that command. In the near future, Fleet is thinking about improvements to AI-generated osquery queries. You can get a sneak preview of this on fleetdm.com/query generator. Here, you can write a prompt and Fleet will create a query for you. Fleet's exploring integrating this into the Fleet core product. Fleet's also working on exploring configuration management features, features that will allow Fleet to not only be your go-to device management tool, but also your go-to configuration management tool. And then Fleet's also exploring more richer dashboarding for vulnerabilities. We talked about the riskiest vulnerabilities, the oldest. Fleet's exploring adding more historical data such that we'd be able to say, okay, how long did it take my team to fix that risky vulnerability? And that way we can assess how is our patching effort going, what are our areas we need to improve, are we meeting our company guidelines or SLAs? Thanks.